Are French school lunches as good, healthy and cheap as you believe? French school lunches became notorious around the world, but do they still deserve their fame? I mean, as a kid who ate at the canteen in France all my childhood, I never really liked it. Was I a spoiled child, or French canteen food isn't as good as it seems? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Giga from the blog Expat in France. Here it's all about moving to France and adjusting to French culture and bureaucracy. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell so as not to miss the next All Things France video. In this video, we'll uncover the myth over the French school lunches with facts and a touch of personal experience. Are you ready? But before I tell you what kids eat in French public schools, let's uncover a bit the relationship French people have with food and food education. Yes, food education is a concept French people take very seriously. As expats, we know that adjusting to a new country's food culture can be both exciting and challenging. And when it comes to France, taste and eating well are taken to a whole new level. While most French children learn about the art of good food at home, they also experience it during their school lunches. The regulation, the organization, the school cooks and the teachers all have one common goal: to provide healthy food habits to children in France. Also, food education in France is strongly intertwined with social norms and etiquette, which is first taught at home and reinforced at school. Now you might be wondering, what can your kids expect to eat at French public schools? Well, let me give you a taste of what awaits them. Picture this: a plate of spinach with creamy bechamel sauce and a hard-boiled egg, a fresh grated carrot salad, and a divine chocolate mousse for dessert. As a child, I found the food to be decent, but coming from a family with exceptional home cooking, I was a tough critic. However, as an expat, I've come to appreciate the quality and variety that French school lunches offer. Now let's be honest, we all have our own unique experiences, and adjusting to a new school lunch routine can be a bit overwhelming for children. So let's navigate the ins and outs of French school lunches and make sure our little ones have a delightful culinary journey. I've heard many stories from fellow expats parents who were initially puzzled by the school lunches experience in France. Some found the portion size different, while others were surprised by the absence of certain foods they were used to. For example, it is very unlikely to find sodas served to kids at the canteen. Water is the usual drink with food. But hey, that's the beauty of embracing a new culture and expanding our culinary horizon. When it comes to French school lunches, food is not just a meal, it's a cultural experience. By law, these lunches must include a main course, a side dish, a dairy product, and either a starter or a dessert. And let's not forget the unlimited water to keep our little ones hydrated. And as I said before, no sodas. And the best part? French bread, a staple of every meal, is given with no limit. You can't beat that, right? Law gives recommendation, and the menu preparation is the responsibility of the town, and you can usually find it on the town's website or directly from the school. It's essential to stay informed and know what delicious surprises are in store for your little food adventures if you want to prepare them for their culinary experience. The 8 main nutrition recommendations are: eating enough fruit and vegetables, a variety of starchy food like pulses, potatoes or cereals, a limited amount of fat, and the use of different kinds of fats. Include oily fish, limit the amount of food containing added sugar, having sufficient consumption of meat, including beef, veal, lamb and offal. Yes, you heard me right. Eating enough varied dairy products, including cheese, of course, and a controlled intake of salt. Now, some of our children may have allergies or specific dietary needs. In such cases, don't worry, the school can accommodate these requirements. Just make sure to communicate directly with the school and provide the necessary information. The 2018 reform of French institutional catering aims to increase the use of organic and local products in schools. By 2022, half of the products served in the public sector must be sustainable and local. And guess what? Schools' canteens in nursery, primary, and secondary schools are required by law to serve at least one vegetarian meal per week to promote plant-based protein and reduce food waste. As I filmed this video, it seems that 60% of schools are implementing the law, so this may require a bit of patience for all schools to follow. Now let's address some practical matters. Registering your child for French school lunches is usually done either with the city hall or directly through the school, depending on your city and whether it is a new registration or a renewal. And here is the best part. Regardless of your family's situation, every child matriculated in public schools can access the school lunch service. No one can prevent our little ones from savoring these delicious meals. Speaking of access, now let's talk about the costs. The lunch prices is determined by the local authorities in charge, whether it's the city for elementary schools, the department for secondary schools, or the region for high schools. The cost of the school lunch is between 9 and 15 euros in 2024, but very few schools actually charge the full cost back to the parents as it can be subsidized. Some authorities offer discounting lunch prices based on a benefit entitlement code that takes into account the family's income and size. As an example, in 2024, the Région Île-de-France, the Paris region, charges between 50 cents up to 4.10 euros per meal based on the benefit entitlement code of your family, le quotient familial de la CAF. So don't forget to inquire about that when registering your child for school at the City Hall. And that's a wrap. I hope this guide to French school lunches has given you a taste of what to expect for your children. Don't forget to hit that like button to show your appreciation. This means a lot to me. And share your experience in the comments below. I've left another video here for you that you might like. Thank you for watching until the end. Merci et à bientôt!